where astronomy seems to be the science of going outside, meditation is the science of going inside. For a very long time, everybody assumed that the earth was flat. The concept that our planet was round is first mentioned around the 5th century BC by the Greek astronomers and scientists. If you check out the Sanskrit word for the earth, it is bhugol. Bhu is bhumi, the earth. Gol is round. Sanskrit is a language which people date to be even 7, 8, 10,000 years old, maybe even older. It stretches back into antiquity. And the word that we had for the earth, which was known to every little child in this country, was bhugol. It was a widely known fact that the earth was round by the very nomenclature. The other word for the earth is jagat. Jagat is jiski gati hai, that which moves. So the earth was never considered to be stationary. We always knew that the earth was moving. The Sanskrit term to describe the solar system is Surya Mallika. Surya meaning the sun, Mallika meaning garland. So we knew way back that the sun was in the center and the planets were moving like a garland around the sun. Even if you look at the Navgraha statues that are there in all the ancient temples of India, you will see that the sun is kept in the middle. We had already a heliocentric view of the solar system. Yet as far back as the Atharva Veda, there is a shloka which says Chandra Madhi Krishnam. Chandra, moon, Madhi, soil, Krishnam, black. They said that the soil of the moon was black. And this was verified only when we actually landed on the moon and we got a sample from the moon and we realized, oh my God, yes, the soil of the moon is black. Let's turn our attention to the Scorpio constellation. Yes, in Scorpio, there is a star called Antares. It's considered to be between the 10th and the 15th brightest object in the sky. If you think about it, ancient Indians definitely knew a lot of science, right? So if something is not so bright, it would not be much of a stretch of an imagination to conclude that it is much smaller than the more brighter objects in the sky, isn't it? So now Antares is the 10th to the 15th brightest object in the sky, yet it has been named Jeshta by our ancients. Jeshta means the oldest one, the biggest one. Indeed, Antares is one of the biggest objects in the sky of what we know. It is 12 times the size of the sun, and if Antares was put in our solar system, its size would be somewhere in between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. The closest star to us is in the Centaurus constellation and it's called Proxima Centauri. Proxima Centauri is approximately 4.2 something light years away from the Earth. Do you know what our ancients called Proxima Centauri? Mitra. Mitra means the one who is close. Is that a coincidence again that they named the closest star Mitra, right? This also shows that they knew the difference between planets and stars. Here is the modern value of the speed of light. Now just listen to this shloka.
तथा च स्मर्यता योजनानां सहस्रम् द्वे द्वेशते द्वे च योजने एकेन निमिष अर्धेन क्रममाना
One nimisha is the amount of time it takes you to blink your eyes. One nimisha. And a yojana is around 8 miles. There is a lot of debate about this, but if you take the yojana to be somewhere near 8 or 9 miles, this particular shloka that we just heard is actually a formula to calculate the speed of light. And if you check out this value, you will find that it is remarkably close to the modern value of the speed of light. To get married in the traditional way in India, the husband and wife are asked to step out of the mandapam and look at a particular star in the sky called Arundhati Vasishta. Now, Arundhati and Vasishta were supposed to be the ultimate married couple. She was always devoted and totally loved her husband. And Vasishta, the great Rishi, was the most amazing, loving husband that you could think of for Arundhati. This is amazingly illustrated by this twin star system, which, by the way, in modern nomenclature is called Alcor Mizar, that the two stars rotate around each other. It's not that one is in the center and the other rotates around it, but the two stars actually rotate around each other. Their destinies tied in a synergistic dance, just the way a husband and wife should be. Like, it is not that the husband should be in the center and the wife goes around him, or the wife should be in the center and the husband goes around her. It should be that the husband and the wife dance their destinies, keeping each other's interests, passions, and love in mind.